Let me show you the flashlight runtimes on the new Garmin Instinct 3. So on the top of this watch we actually have this absolutely awesome flashlight on this watch, and if you want to turn it on, simply double click the control button and you see we have the flashlight on. Also on this side we can also adjust the brightness of it, and also we can actually see like the runtime for the flashlight essentially. So on this brightest mode we can get 2 hours. So actually in reality these are like basically closest to the closest hour. So I think this can actually run for a bit more than 2 hours. So this is a 45mm version, and on the bigger one I reckon maybe we can get like 3 hours. So again, when it comes to the brightness, it's really nearly just as good as a phone flashlight. I would rate maybe like 80% just as bright as a phone flashlight. So considering the size of the battery, and yeah, I think it's actually like really decent. Then again, let's check the other modes. There is one negative, however, basically this light adjustment actually stays on only for like 2 seconds. So on the next mode you can see we have 3 hours. So I imagine on the bigger one we can get maybe like 4.5 hours or 5 hours. So this mode is still like really decent, so you can easily walk with this outdoors and see everything in your path actually. So again, like the overall brightness of this mode also is like really decent. Okay, and then we go down a bit. So on this mode we have 6 hours, and I would say for like walking indoors this is like really decent. So I actually use this as a mode the most, as again we actually get like really decent battery life, and again it's like good enough for most things, especially indoors. Again, if you are walking outdoors I would like crank it up a bit to the next mode, but again this is like really good if you simply want to see indoors. And again on the like larger model I reckon maybe we can get almost like 10 hours of battery life. Okay, and then the next mode is this minimum mode. So it actually says 2 days, and I tested actually this a bit more, and I think it's like 40 hours, not 2 days. So definitely still like really good. And again, if you are simply walking indoors, so let me actually turn those light, you can see it's still like really decent, and you can still see everything up close, and yeah, it's still like really decent. And again, we get like almost 2 days of runtime on this thing. And then also we have this red mode over here as well, and on this one like 6 hours. Again on the bigger one maybe like 10 hours essentially. So, and this is brightness. Again the red mode also is fairly bright on it. And then this watch also has a various strobe and like blink modes as well. If we press and hold the control button, one of the options over here will be this strobe mode. So when we enable this, essentially we can get this flashlight to blink in various ways. So again, if you are walking somewhere near a road, essentially where cars are passing by you, this is like super useful. So I use it now all the time essentially when I walk, as it's pretty dark here now. And also we can set it up in any custom way, so to adjust like blinking and also like the color and stuff like that. So again we have like different modes here. So if we can also check the battery life on these. So this blitz mode, for example, is the longest lasting one. As you can see, you can get this blitz mode for 8 hours. So again on the bigger version I imagine maybe like 12 hours maybe. So again I think this is the longest lasting mode, and obviously it alerts everything basically, so you are actually be able to be seen outdoors when actually use this mode. Also one more thing, we actually can't adjust the brightness on this flashing mode, so it's simply flashing at the brightest possible output it can. So again like 8 hours. If we check the other flashing modes, it's slightly a bit less. For example, this blitz mode, let's see how okay, so again 8 hours. And this beacon mode, so 7 hours for the beacon mode. Pulse mode, and for pulse mode like 6 hours. Okay, and blink mode, And again, for the blink mode, it's 5 hours. So this is like the lowest lasting. And yeah, overall the flashlight is absolutely impressive on this new watch. And yeah, it's one of my favorite functions of it essentially. Yeah, good luck guys.